Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is CJUFCPicks, and welcome to another great picks and prediction show. And tonight we're doing UFC 306, UFC NOCHE, going down at the Las Vegas Sphere. And the main event is a great one. Malley versus Dvalishvili for the UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world. But before we do that, let's see what we did on last week's card. As you can see, I went 9 out of 12 correct predictions, which is pretty damn good. Real quick, I had Nathan Fletcher correct. I had Andre Petrosky correct. Vanessa Demopoulos, I got that one wrong. I had Gabriel Santos correct. I got Felipe Dos Santos wrong. I had Isaac Dolgarian correct. Chris Padilla, that was a good dog for me that hit. I had him correct. I had Janelle Ashmus. I knew that was going to happen. I got that correct. I got Cody Durden. He stepped up on short notice and looked fantastic. Steve Garcia, he was my lock of the card, guys, and I got him correct via knockout. I knew that was going to happen. Natalia Silva by decision, got that correct. And the main event, Sean Brady went over Gilbert Burns, and I did have Gilbert Burns. So I only had 3 wrong, 9 out of 12 winners. So that's pretty damn good. Only 3 wrong on the whole card for UFC Fight Night Vegas 97. Now let's go back and do a quick pick video for UFC 306. First fight of the night, Raul Rosas Jr. versus Aroki Lang. Raul Rosas Jr., he's 9-1. Aroki Lang, 25-11. A lot of experience behind Aroki Lang. And Raul Rosas Jr., still young, still evolving, still learning, and he is going to be fighting against Aroki Lang in this fight. He is a minus 700 favorite, which is crazy to me. That line is way too wide compared to Aroki Lang plus 475 underdog. I do not blame anyone for picking Aroki Lang, but I will not be picking Aroki Lang in this fight. I will be picking the younger, fresher, faster fighter, Raul Rosas Jr., to win a decision victory. Next fight on the card should be a banger. We have Edgar Chairez versus Joshua Van. Joshua Van coming up from his last loss not too long ago, fighting Edgar Chairez. Edgar Chairez 11-5. Joshua Van 10-2. Edgar Chairez plus 165 underdog. Joshua Van is a minus 205 favorite. This should be a closer fight than the number says, in my opinion. This should be a pick'em because both guys are finishers. Both guys are dangerous. Both guys are really good. Edgar Chairez, a lot of people underestimate him. And Joshua Van, he's still pretty young himself, 22 years old, so he's still evolving, he's still learning. He only has 1 loss in the UFC. And I'm slightly leaning Joshua Van just because of output and just because he's tougher, in my opinion. He did got knocked out his last fight, so we got to watch out for that. I'm not betting this fight straight up, no money line bet, but I might look at some props here. Next fight, guys, is Jasmine Jauregui versus Caitlin Souza. Jasmine Jauregui 11-1. Caitlin Souza 15-4. Jasmine Jauregui minus 550 favorite. Caitlin Souza plus 400 underdog. Insane. And I believe that Jasmine Jauregui is going to win this fight. I think she's better everywhere the fight goes. On the ground, on the feet, just anywhere the fight goes, Jasmine Jauregui is going to have the advantages here. And that's why I think she's going to win this fight. Caitlin Souza is going to make it dirty in there. She's going to make it tough in there. She's not going to give up on herself. She's not a quitter. So I expect this fight to go to a decision. And I expect Jasmine Jauregui to win by decision in this fight. Next fight, guys, is Manel Torres versus Ignacio Bahamondes. This is another banger of a fight right here. Someone's getting finished, in my opinion. We'll see. Manuel Torres, 15-2. Ignacio Bahamondes, 15-5. Manuel Torres, he is a plus 100 underdog compared to Ignacio Bahamondes at minus 120. This is a pick'em, pretty much. Both of these guys are pretty good, pretty entertaining. They're well-rounded. Both of these fighters are well-rounded. But I like Manel Torres just a slight bit better. I like the dog on this spot. The plus 100 intrigues me. I am looking to bet it possibly, because Bahamondes, he's a little suspect on the chin. So I don't know if he's going to be handling Manel Torres' power shots coming to his face. We'll see, because this fight is going to be very close, very entertaining, and I feel like someone's going to get finished. Next fight, guys, is the featured prelim fight scheduled to be in the women's bantamweight division. We got Irene Aldana versus Norma Dumont. Irene Aldana 15-7, Norma Dumont 11-2. Irene Aldana minus 130, Norma Dumont plus 110. I feel like Irene Aldana has fought the tougher competition. She's got better boxing, more experience. Norma Dumont gonna be the younger, fresher fighter in there, probably a little quicker on the feet. But ultimately, I'm going with the more experienced fighter in this fight. I'm going with Irene Aldana to win. I like her boxing, I like her grit, I like her toughness, and I like her experience in this fight. Give me Irene Aldana to win. Oops, my bad, guys. Let's get back on track here. This fight is on the main card. If you don't believe it. It's between Ronaldo Rodriguez versus O'Day Osborne. Ronaldo Rodriguez, he is 16-2 compared to O'Day Osborne, 12-7. Ronaldo Rodriguez minus 130 favorite. I love that number for him. O'Day Osborne is a plus 110 underdog. We all know that O'Day Osborne is not that great, especially in my book. I mean, he's lost the last 3 out of his 5 fights. His fight IQ is not that great. He does have some knockout power, I'm not gonna lie. He is tough. But he's going against Ronaldo Rodriguez, 16-2 on a really good winning streak right now. And I think he's going to continue his winning streak here. He's almost my lock of the card. He almost is. I'm not going to reveal my lock or my dog of the card on this video. You're going to have to look on Instagram, TikTok, or Twitter for that. CJUFCPicks. Follow me on all social media platforms. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like and comment on this video. Ronaldo Rodriguez is probably going to win this fight, and I'm going to bet him. Probably. I might bet him, because O'Day Osborne's pretty bad, man. Next fight, guys. Here's another banger right here. Daniel Zellhuber versus Esteban Rebovics. Daniel Zellhuber, he is 15-1, minus 230 favorite. Esteban Rebovics, he is 13-1, and he is a plus 190 underdog. This is going to be a war. This is going to be a scrap. This is going to be a banger. And I feel like this is going to be a back-and-forth battle. I think this fight should be closer than the number says. Esteban Rebovics, he's a dog. 2-fight winning streak. Daniel Zellhuber, he's on a 3-fight winning streak. Somebody's winning streak is coming to an end. And I don't know who, folks. I'm still going back and forth on this fight. I'm kind of leaning Daniel Zellhuber. But something in my mind and my gut is telling me that Esteban Rebovics can catch him and win this fight. Fuck it, man. Fuck it. I'm going with the dog here. Plus 190 underdog. Esteban Rebovics to win. Not sure how he does it, but I think he gets it done, and I think he gets the victory here. Next fight, guys, is between Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopes. Brian Ortega, 16-3. He lost the last 3 of his 5 fights. And then Diego Lopez, he's 25-6. He's got a 4-fight winning streak, and he's one of my favorite fighters currently in the UFC. Plus 155 underdog for Brian Ortega. Minus 180 favorite for Diego Lopes. Diego Lopez, whatever you want to call him. And I'm going with Diego Lopes to win inside the distance by knockout, TKO, or submission. I think he wins. I think he gets the victory. And I think he's going to be our next champion in the next 1 to 2 years. I guarantee it, folks. Next fight, guys, is the co-main event of the evening. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, like the video, share the video, and make sure to comment your picks on this video. And this is for the UFC flyweight champion of the world. This is a trilogy, folks. 3 times these girls have fought. Alexa Grasso, the current reigning and defending champion, going against the former champion, Valentina Shevchenko, and this fight should settle it all. The first fight, Grasso won by submission. Their second fight, it was a draw. And now they're fighting a third time, and someone is walking out champion. And I think it's going to be, and still, Alexa Grasso becoming the champion. I think she's going to be faster in there, more improved. I think she's just going to be showing why she's champion and showing why she's the next generation in this division. Alexa Grasso is probably the best women's fighter currently on the UFC roster, and she's going to prove it right this Saturday against Valentina Shevchenko. Shevchenko, no joke, though, ladies and gentlemen. Shevchenko can get it done. She's a former champion. She was a dominant champion, and she gave Grasso problems in both fights. So I expect her to give her some problems in this fight. But ultimately, Grasso's going to win and walk out victorious. And next fight, ladies and gentlemen, is the main event of the evening for UFC 306, UFC NOCHE, going down this Saturday in Las Vegas for the UFC bantamweight champion of the world. We got Sugar Sean O'Malley going against Merab Dvalishvili. 18-1 for Sugar Sean O'Malley, 17-4 for Merab. Sugar Sean O'Malley minus 120. Merab is a plus 100 underdog. Almost a pick'em here. Don't blame anyone for picking Merab in this fight to win. But let's be honest, folks. All the shenanigans that Merab Dvalishvili has been doing, like getting a cut on his face and doing his own stitches, cutting his own stitches off, and getting staph infection. Supposedly he had a rash or some type of mark on his body that symbols staph infection. Not a good look for Merab. And Sugar Sean O'Malley, he's been looking absolutely phenomenal, and each and every single time he steps in the octagon, he looks better and better. His boxing is incredible. He's got really good power. Merab Dvalishvili, we all know, is a wrestling machine. He's going to keep going for takedown after takedown after takedown, and he's got relentless speed, relentless pace, and just keeps going at you. But I don't think that's going to be enough for Sugar Sean O'Malley. I think Sugar Sean O'Malley is going to put Merab Dvalishvili on his ass and knock him out. I think that's what's going to happen in this fight. And still, your UFC bantamweight champion, Sugar Sean O'Malley, to win. That's my prediction. That's the quick pick video for UFC Fight Night. I'm sorry, UFC 306, UFC NOCHE. And that's going to be a great card, a great fight on this card. Do not miss it. 2 title fights and a really good bangers coming up on this card. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like the video, share the video. We'll be back next week for UFC Paris between Moicano and Benoit Saint Denis. Hopefully, my co-host can join us, Gibbs. We didn't do an official video this week with him just because I was hanging out with my girlfriend last night and just didn't really feel like doing the video. So that's why I'm doing it mobile version this time around. UFC NOCHE, UFC 306. Don't miss it, folks. Subscribe to the channel. We're going to keep going at you with wins and bankroll. Let's go. Have a great day, everyone. Make sure to subscribe. Take it easy.